Good morning, all of my lovely friends, and welcome back to another video from Developing with Mel. My name's Mel, and I am a developing medium who created this channel so that other developing mediums could follow along on this journey with me and see that they are not alone in some of the struggles and the ups and downs that we go through. In today's video, we're going to be talking about fear. And by fear, I mean the fear that a medium has when they're first starting out about many different things, mostly being wrong and looking foolish. So stay tuned and thank you for watching. So why do people in general have fear? There's many different reasons for this. They don't want to look stupid. They don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be judged. And that's a fear that even if you're not a medium, we all have. We don't want to be judged. We don't want to look stupid. So when you're developing as a medium and you're first starting out and you're practicing, you're going to get a lot of no's. And I can speak from experience that when I first started out, especially within the first 6-7 months, I got a lot of no's. And that instilled fear. And I was always so nervous about giving the next reading. My gosh, that other reading didn't go so well. I got no. But as I kept going and I kept developing and I kept practicing, I kept and started getting the yeses. We have to get those no's in order to learn from those no's, to learn from those mistakes, to learn how we can grow and get those yeses. When you're developing, it's hard to tell if it's your own thought or spirit giving the information to you. And so you have a fear inside of you of, should I say that? Should I not say that? Did that come from my mind? Did that come from spirit? And my advice to those of you that feel that way is give everything you see and feel. Just give it. Because eventually, as you keep giving that information, you're going to understand, okay, that's what it feels like when spirit is showing me a car accident. That's what it feels like when spirit is showing me their childhood home. So I always highly encourage you. I know it brings fear because you don't want to be judged and you don't want to be wrong, but always give whatever you see and feel and take that information back internally and process it so that you can find what was right and what was wrong and what it feels like for you. The next thing I wanted to talk about is fear that you're not really a medium. And I'm here to tell you that I had this ability at 36 years old. I never had it as a child. And I am a full-on medium. I can give accurate, 100% accurate readings. And it was all from practice and development. So never ever believe that you are not a medium. Yes, you are, and yes, you can be. You don't have to be born as a medium to become one. All it takes is passion and drive. All it takes is dedication and trying, putting yourself out there. I can tell you that the number one tip for me, the number one thing that pushed me over is putting myself out there, getting on Facebook groups and Instagram groups and asking for practice sitters. And a sitter, again, is somebody that you're giving the reading for. They're sitting for you so you can read for their friends and family and spirit. And I put myself out there. I was so nervous and fearful to do it. But as soon as I put myself out there, I feel like my mediumship opened up because I was practicing more. I was engaging more. I was firing up my passion more. And that is my number one tip to get over your fear. You just have to jump over that hurdle. Fear is always going to be there in our lives, in our daily lives. But you have to just jump over that fear. Put yourself out there and do as many practice readings as you can. Now for me, I work a full-time job, so I can't practice as often as I would like to. But if you can do 2 or 3 a day like I do, that is perfect. I've been doing 2 or 3 a day every other week. Every week I try to fit them in as often as I can, and my mediumship is just growing and growing every day, all the time. So please jump over that fear. Put yourself out there. Find groups where you can post for practice sitters, and believe me, you are going to get so many that are willing to help you and that are willing to give you the feedback to get you over that fear. I will say, when you first start your reading, you do want to let them know that you are practicing. So that does set the tone for you as well as the sitter, that you're practicing and you're here to get their feedback and you're here to learn with them and with their friends and family in spirit. They are helping you as much as you are helping them. Another way that we can get rid of fear is by working on ourselves. And by that I mean going internally, thinking internally. So you would sit in the power or sit in a meditation and just, what gives me that fear? What caused that fear? Go back to that memory. Go back to that moment and work on it internally. Let yourself know that you don't need to be afraid. Calm your mind down, calm yourself down, and work that fear out of yourself. You don't need to be afraid. You are going to get no's. Yes, absolutely you are. But that's nothing to be afraid of, because that is a learning tool for you. That is a way for you to grow and for you to understand what different things mean and feel for you. So don't take that no as a fear. Take it as a learning lesson. Work on yourself. Work on your inner struggles. Do work for yourself. Write in a journal about how you feel. Write in a journal about the things that scare you and make you fearful, and then find out why you feel that way and work on it. Sit in a quiet place and just think, why do I feel this fear? Is it because of judgment? I don't want to be judged. Is it because I don't want to look stupid? I can tell you that you're going to be judged no matter what you do. If you're right, wrong, indifferent, that's just the way life is. But work on that fear of judgment and let yourself know it doesn't matter what others think. If you're working your passion, if you are doing mediumship and you are putting your all into it, that's all that matters. The judgment of others should not interfere with you. Don't let it, okay? You can be a medium and you can do this. The fear of getting the no and the fear of being judged, you can move through that and get to a point where it doesn't even bother you. The fear of getting no, you're like, okay, I got a no, but let me work that no. Let me dig deeper. Maybe I got to know about a car accident that I was shown, and that no would normally shut you down. But if you've worked on yourself and your fears and your insecurities, that no, it doesn't do anything. So you go back and, okay, I see that it was this. He was hit by a car. He wasn't in a car accident. Okay, yes. And then you can go from there. That no should not stop you. Okay, it wasn't a car accident. I got it wrong. I'm so nervous. Don't let it stop you. Get to a point where you can work on yourself to where that no and that judgment doesn't affect you. That it doesn't faze you. It goes right by you, and you can go back into your reading and get more from your spirit communicator, from their family. Get more information as to why they showed you that car accident. Don't let that no shut you down. So some of the ways that you can release fear is, like I said before, work on yourself. Go internally and find out what you're afraid of, what scares you, and figure out within yourself how you can release that and let it go. That is going to be the number one thing that helps you. The next thing is to make sure that you are just an open channel for love. Let yourself know that you are loved, that you love yourself, and love will always be around you. That's something that I have learned. That's a tip that works for me. Now, again, not everything is going to resonate or work for everybody, so you take whatever information feels good to you and you use that in your mediumship. So for me, I needed to learn to love myself. I needed to learn to take care of myself. And that actually helped me so much. It got rid of so many fears of not being worthy enough. And that's another fear mediums have. I'm not worthy of this ability. I'm not worthy of this gift. And you are. But that comes from internally within yourself. You have to love yourself and work on yourself. And that is going to open you up as well. Another thing that you can do is remove ego. And ego is your own body and your own mind pushing its way through. And the way to remove ego is to sit in the power as often as you can and just clear your mind. The more that you do that, the more that your body is going to get used to pushing ego aside and letting spirit come in. So sitting in the power is something that you absolutely need to do as often as you can. Now, like I've said before, I'm super busy. I work 40 hours a week. I have a 7-year-old. So sitting in the power for 30 minutes every day does not work for me. But if you can only do it for 10 minutes or 15 minutes a day, that's perfect. You don't have to sit in meditation or in the power for 2 hours every single day to be amazing at this. Sometimes I can do it for 10 minutes. Sometimes I can do it for 45. But I try to get it in every single day, a minimum of 10 minutes. And it's done amazing things for me. When I go into a reading, it's easier for me to push ego aside. And I don't have to worry about that fear of, is this my ego talking? Is this my mind talking? Did I make that up? That fear has slowly started to go away and dissipate because I know what it feels like now to push ego and my thoughts aside from sitting in the power so often. And that is something that you can do to help you get rid of those fears. I hope you all got some value out of this video and enjoyed this topic today. I love reading your comments and your emails and your Instagram messages. I've put my Instagram up here so you can always send me messages there. I reply all the time. I look forward to more and more videos for you guys. And please, in the comments, let me know what you do to release fears. Let me know what fears you have, and maybe we can work through them together as a team. As always, my lovely friends, I appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a great day.